going on here right now. And I'll tell you what, Melissa was looking on at that, and she has to remember that. So it was just a couple of months ago, a month and a half. And right now, though, she has a chance at a professional title. There you are, Melissa. Yes, you did make it up to the championship match. And April Ellis, 19 years old from Pikeville College, also just completed her freshman season. And what an opening shot. She's a little fireball, isn't she?
Well, this team between Michelle and April, I mean, you just have to laugh because they are just fired up. I mean, their personalities match terrific for a doubles tournament like this. They couldn't have matched up any better, Jan.
Now, they lost to this team, though, in match play during the week by a close score, just 12 pins. Okay, Melissa, she's done with the nerves. Hey, I'm ready for the business at hand.
You know, watching the Moorhead State win the IBCs might have gotten her a little pumped up.
I think so. And, you know, that's such a different mentality, and I bet it did. It brought back that fire. You see right now, Match All Even, of course, our mini scoreboard sponsored by Travelodge Hotels. Kendra Gaines. On lane 9, going for that big key double. Messenger falling off the back.
Quality shots. Kendra's high game today, or this week, excuse me, 257. Low game, 171.
That was actually the team's high and low game. Match play, team, high and low game. And that was alternating frames.
Oh, no.
Oh, no is right. Kendra's individual high game, though, very close to that 258.
Hold me up.
Changing balls to shoot this spare, and it hooked a little bit to the left. Spare balls were very important this week, as well as keeping them extremely shiny to get down the lane.
That's Michelle Feldman, and she is hot this year already with 1 victory this season. You know, we've talked about WIBC and their support, college bowling. I want to thank the Rockford Women's Bowling Association because they have been tremendous this week, working every part of volunteer work they could find.
We need it for nothing. If you needed something, you just asked one of the ladies, and they were there to take care of it. They were wonderful. Thank you.
April Ellis now in the third, going for a 3 in a row. Oh, my. She's driving the pocket. There's no nerves in that lady.
April just drilled a few bowling balls last night for tonight's competition, and I think the bowling ball that she drilled is working pretty well right now, Jan.
I'll tell you, Melissa Brownie looks pretty intense right now, and I think she's saying, all right, I'll hold you up. I mean, you're right, Marion. That video did change her.
2 for 2 right there, Jan.
There she is, and Michelle Feldman. Kendra's taking a look at the pins, taking a deep breath. Michelle Feldman was actually the top seed in Rockford at Cherry Bowl last year. She's the one who lost to Liz Johnson. TV pair average 189.5. That was in match play. Did not include the qualifying scores. Right back on track for Kendra Gaines. Big double.
Big shot to get their team in the match.
As I mentioned, Michelle Feldman won. She won the St. Clair Shores Classic. That was 2 weeks ago. Did it the exact same way as she's been bowling this week, looking for something that doesn't drive through the pins quite as hard.
She's actually using a ball that gets down the lane pretty long, but the drilling pattern calms down the back end a little bit for her. Michelle did say that she really enjoyed bowling this tournament. She did notice that the college bowlers were just not equipped equipment-wise, where the pros can go back and just get a bowling ball or drill a bowling ball. A few of them lacked in the equipment, and she thought that might have been the hindrance, if there was any, on their level.
Okay, speaking of equipment, Michelle Feldman using a spare ball. That's a rarity. She did it all week. Why?
Well, Jan, the reason why she did it is because the oiling pattern was only 32 feet. So you have a lot of lane that has friction on it, which causes the ball to hook. And even someone like Michelle, who could flatten out the ball and throw it hard, it's very hard to get these high-performance bowling balls not to hook. So she did use a spare ball all week, which is extremely unusual for her.
Ellis going high, leaving at 6'10" this time.
Staying out of trouble, though. A makeable spare here.
April had a high individual game of 244. This week, her high career, 289.
She got the ball a little left of her target. Most of the week, April played about the 5 board. That time she hit 3-4 boards left of the 5 board.
Well, it was funny, Marianne, you gave her some advice yesterday that if anyone interviewed her and asked her where she played, to give herself 5 boards. That way, if she missed, no one would know.
She was really adorable. I asked her where she played. She said, I played the 5 board. I said, well, give yourself a few extra boards just in case you miss. And she just kind of giggled.
Come on. Hold. All right, out of trouble.
Melissa breaking up a split, leaving a 3-6-10 spare. It looked good off her hand. Her ball speed was just a little bit slower than the shots previous. Breaking up the split, knocking out the 7-pin to make up a spare.
Come on, get them all.
And she does convert it. But right now, the team of Feldman and Ellis are in the lead halfway through this match. Which pair will be the first to take home this unique title? We'll be right back to find out. It's do or die for LA, start to finish in Dover, and the Yanks try to tie one on. That's all coming up next on SportsCenter. We talked about Michelle Feldman winning in St. Clair Shores. We have a flashback to that victory.
Taking deep breaths.
Now that was pure. Much better. Nice shot. Final score 2-away. Kim Adler eats this strike and 6 pins. Kim Adler could have defeated her. And it goes high, so it's not to be for Kim Adler. Michelle Feldman went on to win that, and here's a look at the prize fund the pros will be bowling for in this event. $10,500 on top.
Exactly.
And the collegiate bowlers will shoot for scholarship money. $5,000 for a first place scholarship, on down to $1,000 for 5th place, and money was awarded to them all the way down to 24th place. Right now it's Ellis and Feldman in the lead by 22 pins. Gain stepping up in the 6th frame. Kendra said her team did a lot of communication, but it was almost more of the motivational type.
Right. Melissa's dad was here, so Melissa talked to her dad a lot. She's very quiet. But motivational is definitely an asset when you're talking to a tournament like this, because you don't want to get down. You want to stay pretty much positive.